My mom has always been a very beautiful woman, so I believed that by default I would be beautiful too. When I was young, I was very average and even possibly cute. That being said, for years I always had one squinty eye in photos. I've had to remind myself to physically restrain the squint. My first crush was on the boy down the street. We would hang out all the time. First he liked me and then I liked him, but the feelings were never reciprocated at the same time. The thing about that, though, was that I never felt like my looks were a part of it. It was all about the personality. I always had enough family members and family friends telling me how precious I was that I never initially had apprehension about my appearance. I went to a tennis camp once and a boy mocked me for having hairy arms. When I got back to my grandma's house, I shaved them so he wouldn't make fun of me. In 6th grade, someone drew a mustache on my picture outside the classroom, and I tried not to take it personally, but it did start to make me question my clothing options and hairstyle. 7th grade, I got a haircut and started making a point to improve my appearance. I remember talking to a friend at the time about how cool it would be to be on television or in movies, but I felt like the mismatched dots that speckled my face weren't camera-worthy, so I asked my mom if I could get rid of them. My first relationship lasted for all of 1 week. It consisted strictly of texting, and oftentimes he would just tell me I was a cow or that I was pale. I broke up with him when his friend called me one night to ask if I wore thongs. I was 12. The summer before 8th grade, I spent a lot of time swimming in the pond behind my house with the other kids my age. One day, one of the boys called me fat. I've never really been the victim of other direct insults, at least not ones that have had a lasting effect. But throughout high school, I did feel uncomfortable in my own body and with my appearance. I've grown to believe that I have standalone confidence, that when I look at myself as an individual, I'm happy with what I see. But when I put myself next to someone else, everything falls apart. I know it's the worst thing to do, to compare, but I can honestly say I'm trying to fix that. I'm doing my best to be happy as I am without the consideration of others. I'm constantly changing, and I feel I'm learning to become more satisfied with myself to the point where I don't need to believe that I am the very definition of attractive. But I guess what really counts is that, even though I may falter, often, I believe that right now I am genuinely happy.